Was it 100,000 or a million that was your price target for Bitcoin, Lou?
It's $1 million price target in 2031.
And 20. All right. Well, for all of those who say that the closest we ever were going to get was whatever it was, 62,000 last year, what's your response?
Look, they might be right, but I don't think so. If you telescope out, Bitcoin has been the greatest investment opportunity in our lifetime, and I believe that it's just begun. If you take a look at the usage of Bitcoin, the number of Bitcoin wallets that we've seen, it's growing dramatically. And Bitcoin is obviously just one of many use cases of cryptocurrencies that are going to change the world, far beyond anybody's expectations.
So far, if we've learned anything about Bitcoin, it's that it likes super negative real interest rates. It loves stimulus. And when should we expect those macro conditions to rear their head again?
Well, I think what Bitcoin loves most is decentralization and is community. And what we just saw happen in the crypto world is, in unbacked security, or what people thought might have been a stablecoin, but it was unbacked. And eventually unbacked things that people don't have natural demand for go to zero. The U.S. dollar is another unbacked thing that, people like myself who believe in Bitcoin think that, we're going to see dramatic declines in the dollar over time. And the one thing that we can actually have faith in and believe in is Bitcoin, because we know how many there are.
We know how many there are, but it's not like you need one full Bitcoin to transact in Bitcoin. You could have any number of sats, right? I mean, almost an unlimited number. So it can have a use case, but why do you think that's going to support the price itself going significantly higher from here? And have you made any changes yourself? I mean, a big part of your net worth is tied up in this.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I haven't made any changes because nothing in my worldview has changed. As prices going up and down, it doesn't mean that anything has fundamentally changed. The last big call that I had before Bitcoin was Facebook, and I got it at 6. I wrote it to 40, it went public, it went down to 15, and then it went over 300. So, the highest growth opportunities are also those with the most volatility. So you would expect to have large downdrafts like we've seen time and again in Bitcoin when the upsides are so huge.
Let me ask you about stablecoins. Do you view all of the leverage in the system, the stablecoins breaking the buck, as emblematic of a problem in crypto that needs to be corrected in order for a healthier ecosystem to emerge? Or how would you categorize the strains that we've been seeing?
Well, I think it depends on how much freedom you think people should have to do with their money. What was super interesting to me about Terra, a lot of people called it a Ponzi scheme. I called it a Ponzi strategy. A scheme is when you lie to people about what you're doing. They were very transparent about what they were doing. And if people wanted to believe in the religion of Do Kwon, I think that they should be, they should have the right to do it. But, caveat emptor. What was super interesting is hard money, things like Maker DAI. There's 6 billion DAI out there. Maker has been up over the last week in a devastated market because people have once again realized, hey, maybe it's better to have, own something that has backing in the stable coin. And by the way, there have been algorithmic stable coins like Frats that have also done extremely well.